Warm and hot temperatures are on the way for Christmas Day. How could that be affecting us, and how warm can we get? And also, we'll be talking about winter storm chances that are still possible as we possibly go into the month of January. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Happy Thursday to you all. And we're going to get into today's video and talk about what's going on in the weather community. We also have the new NOAA AIGFS there from Tropical Tidbits. So, we can just look at that right now just to see this is the AIGFS model that has launched today. You can see that there's rain. This is what the AI model is making out of that. And then rain continues to keep on going throughout the whole year. But, we don't want to get that far. But let's go to our regular GFS model here. And for the GFS model, we have sort of rain that decides to pop up. So rain is on the way right now, if not already occurring, for areas of the South, Georgia, Alabama, South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee. Rain continues to go everywhere, and then it decides to move on out. We go ahead and let's go hit the European model, and same thing, rain, some showers, maybe some severe storms. I'm not sure. I think that's just a lot of heavy rain, really. Moves on out, and then Christmas Day, it doesn't extend that out. The O6Z is not extending that out that far. I don't know if it's loaded or it's too far, but we move that out, and just for some clearance, because we had a lot of activity going on in the South, but we're gonna pan this here to really let's go to the Midwest and see what they got going on up there. We look at and remember that's the line of cold air. We go here with the European model, areas of the Midwest. Um, this might not be showing the right thing. To be completely honest with you, we might be on the wrong grid here. Oh, this is. I think this might be showing the right thing. Let's try this again. Okay, we have the South there, and we're gonna go to the Midwest. There we go. Now we're seeing. Now there we go. Okay, we had some issues there, but now we're seeing snow. Snow is all over the Midwest, and then areas are getting flown all the way in Canada and the Midwest, and it continues to go. It leaps over Michigan, areas of Chicago. Chicago, could that get skipped in Chicago? No, Chicago could get it. We keep on moving. Heavy bands of snow breaking out in the east. This is tomorrow, folks. We continue to move on out, and then you see how it just like reorganizes there, and then it moves, and then heavy bands, and then you have lake effect snow showers, and then you have your next storm system, and then it looks like potentially you see what happens there. We have a bit of an ice storm. The question is, could that go down? Because if this goes down, if this snow goes down into areas of the Midwest, if this cold mark goes down, see where that low pressure is. So really that low pressure, if that low pressure organized just a little bit more south, we could have a white Christmas here for folks in parts of the Midwest. We'll see if that is possible indeed. And now we move on to our GFS model. Well, European model rather. European model. Um, Snow being thrown in, we're seeing less snow, not the heavy bands, but then we get to around December 20th, keep moving on. Or keep moving, and then we see snow pop up, and then it leaves, and then we don't get past the December 24th. Now, we're going to go back to the south there since we had a little bit of issues there. I'm pretty sure going to show much of the same thing because remember, it's getting hot in the south. Rain, 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 and rain. So we continue to move this on. European model, you see a little bit of snow in the higher elevations, and then you move this out towards Christmas, and then European model shows just rain for the south. And then GFS model continues here. We move on out, and then, rain, ice in the higher elevations, maybe some snow in the higher elevations, like very, very higher elevations. But It's going to be a not even, it doesn't, as of right now, and remember that could change, for the South at least, it's not going to look like a white Christmas. If you're a snow lover, unfortunately, that's not looks like what's going to happen. But it's not going to rain on Christmas Day either. So I mean that's something to look forward to. And remember, there's a certain according to the certain thing, there's a certain amount of people, a certain amount of thing that you can, a certain amount of inches of snow or so to get a white Christmas. So we'll see if the Midwest can get that white Christmas. Remember, these are not forecasts. These are just giving you little details, giving you a little observation of what could be occurring. We go over and move over toward the areas of New England and the Northeast. We're going to scroll this down about to PA. We move here. Goes that heavy bands of snow that we were talking about in the Midwest, and then it moves on over to New England, bringing snow all over the place. Snow is flying everywhere, and if you have some football fans up there, I mean, you're if there is any football games that are happening there in the Northeast, I'm not sure if they're gonna happen this Sunday. Um, and we roll that back. I mean, it's gonna be very close. I mean, we might see some snow games. Could we see a snow game up here if there is any football games occurring? I wouldn't put anything past it. South Central U.S. We move on over, and I mean, really, everybody in around the country is going to warm up, and we're going to look at the Climate Prediction Center just in momentarily here. We continue to move that across. Rain, rain, rain. A little bit of snow, higher elevations. Same deal over here. That's with the GFS model. We move on over with the European model as well. I mean, it's really if you're not a fan of rain, it's really rain, rain, go away, come again another day. Rain and rain and just warmness, maybe some snow in the higher elevations, and once again the very high elevations. Um, and now we move over to the northwest portion of the United States, or could we can move this over to the whole entire western U.S. And our prayers do go there to folks that are in Washington. The floods have been significantly bad. We do send our prayers out there because there's been extreme flooding, levees, and things like that. So people on the West Coast, Washington State, it's bad. Rain's going to continue to move in for those areas. Snow for the higher elevations. It continues to move out with the European model, and then rain. I mean, it's really like I said, rain and rain and rain, and it's going to keep packing a punch as these latest runs are showing for areas of the West. I mean, GFS model is no better. You see snow in the higher elevations, but then rain, and then when you think the rain goes away, it the rain just it starts back again, and the low pressures. And I mean, rain's going to keep going in for the Northwest. I mean, it's very bad and very tragic to see how much rain has occurred over these few days. Climate Prediction Center, this is what the folks are saying there. We're going to look at our 6 to 10 day outlook, and then as you can see above average temperatures, almost the entire portions of the U.S., very extreme northern regions will be below. You have precipitation, below average precipitation in the south, above precipitation in the west and the north, near normal in the middle parts of the country. 8 to 14 day outlook. Will they give that to us? Let's see. 8 to 14 day outlook. Above average temperatures continue to go across the country. Now we're seeing, remember, very extreme areas now, and then below average temperatures. And what do we look like weeks 3 to 4? We just got to see how that plays out. That could change, of course. Above average temperatures for the south and the northern areas will be having below average temperatures. Below average precipitation for areas of the south. Equal chances down there in Florida. Above average chance of precipitation in areas of the north. Here's our U.S. map of what is expected to happen as we wrap up this video. Cold temperatures are starting to leave the south, and then we continue to get warm. They start to dip down just a little bit, and then they keep dipping, but then the warm is panning out. Areas of the south getting warm, and areas of the whole entire country start to get warm, and then you have that big built of warmness there. Remember, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video, and have a great Thursday out there.